The FCT coaches have applauded the board of the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) for approving the recommendation of its technical and development committee to appoint Finidi George as head coach of the Super Eagles. FCT coaches who speak with Clearview News correspondents believe ex-Super Eagles star George Finidi has all it takes to coach the senior male national team.
Actually, Finidi is a good coach, and he has really coached the local team too, he came from Eyimba, you understand, and all we need, the federation need, the Nigerian need, is to give him a support. There is nothing a white man can do that a black man cannot do. He's into our system, so just all we need is that support. We support him every spiritually, physically and everything, and I think he will give us the best. He assisted Pizarro, so why wouldn't he give us the best too?
We need to think about who can be a good replacement for Nigerian as a Super Eagles coach. Now look at the antecedent of Finidi George. You know that Finidi George have been a very good player to Nigeria. You know, start from the back of the days where he started his football career with Calabar Rovers, down to Sharks, down to Ajax Football Club at Holland. No, he win his first Champions League. That to show that before Nigeria have a very good coach, there must be a coach who have been passed through all the four corners of football in the world. That's so that he will know how to coordinate our Super Eagles team very well, and also to have a good relationship with the players also. So to look at it, I think that if Nigeria can think well, they will know that there is nobody can take over that responsibility as a Super Eagles coach than Finidi George.
The indigenous coach will really help us a lot, because if you look at likes of teams like Egypt, Senegal, they've been using their indigenous coaches and they are doing very well. I think Finidi George appointment is not a bad one to me, from my own angle or perspective, the way I see it. Finidi George is gonna do a lot of things, because number one, he knows the team already. He knows how to play the African football, because for a while now we have not won the Nations Cup. And if you watch, even the last one we won was won by an indigenous cup. That is the late Stephen Keshi. So I believe the coming of Finidi George is kudos to the NFF appointment team.
Well, for me, I think Finidi George has a disciplined background, most especially someone who have coached abroad and also worked with some clubs abroad before coming down to Nigeria. I think he has that discipline, because without discipline, that is where you have it all wrong. But I think if he's disciplined enough to concentrate and then look out for the quality players, both in the indigenous league here in Nigeria and also look at the ones abroad, definitely you should just look at what Stephen Keshi, the late Stephen Keshi, did here in Nigeria, which we discovered the likes of Mba. So he should also look at that same idea, look at the league here in Nigeria, and then give the players the courage. And definitely he has the background support, even from us, the local coaches here in Nigeria. He has the support from every one of us to succeed with the Super Eagles team.
And me as a coach, we're all in the same field. I think Finidi George is the best for now. Finidi George is a seasoned coach. He's with Eyimba, so he's working. So he's a freshman on the job.
Definitely, being a ex-international, former Eagles, Super Eagles player, and he worked with the past technical advisor to the Super Eagles. He have a lot of experience that he can take Nigeria to the highest level. I know he can do that.
As expected, and as an indigenous coach, FCT coaches voice out what Finidi needs to do differently for Super Eagles to fly.
I think the first thing that we enjoy Finidi George to do is while doing his selection or while inviting players, he shouldn't do that based on past merit. He should look at the department very well, get the players that are currently in form. If he felt any player is not in form, there's no need inviting him. You're looking at the past glory of a player has been one of the problems we are facing in Nigeria, because a player that's okay, this one is a big player, I'm not going to mention anybody's name, but it is a big player. Since he's a big player, then he needs to be in the Super Eagles. No, it shouldn't be like that. Invitation should be based on merit. If the invitation is right, believe me, Finidi George will have a nice time and how are handling the Super Eagles.
There is nothing different he could do than he has been there before, assisting the white man. So all we need to do is he put in more of his talent, more of his best input, you understand, and the fellow Nigerians give him that support. You see, one thing about this coaching the national team is once you get that support, the basic support from there, I think you are good to go. But once you didn't have that support, that is when you feel like a black man can't even head the Super Eagles team. But all we are good. There is no black man you give that job that I think will not give you what he wants to do. And I strongly believe even when Pizarro was there, it was the blacks that were assisting him to give him that result. So why do you think a black man can do better than him? So we are good to go with Finidi.
What makes a good coach is a coach who can coordinate the team, 1, 2, who can have a good relationship with the players, a coach that the player can look at his past antecedents in football business and they will now add respect to him. Because when you have a coach that player can look at him and add respect to him, he's a coach that can control they can coordinate and also control the good influence of the team. Now, as a football foundation, they say that if you ignore the grassroots business of football, it means that you have destroyed the future of the football. So I want Finidi George, if by possible, which I believe it will come to pass, that Nigeria will see him as the best to appoint. I want him to come down to the grassroots so that it will now tell the NFL that they should go around so that they will set up a kind of a grassroots foundation, so that from a grassroots you can pick from under 17 to under 20, also to under 23. We now set up a kind of coaches also who will know how to coordinate those grassroots games, so that from there we will now bring them gradually. We will pick them to the Super Eagles, because if you don't get all these grassroots players, the Super Eagles would not stand well.
Yeah, the only thing he needs is our support, is our prayer and oneness. You know, something that I really want Nigeria to understand. You know, football is not with football we can unite this country, and football can unite all over the world. So anything they give, whether Hausa, whether Igbo, whether Yoruba, all you need is to give him that support so that our country will be great again.
He know the boys know him very well. The important thing is it the government body, are they ready to support him, give him that free hand? You pay the white man so some a very nice amount. What are going to pay the indigenous coach? Let him feel relaxed. Let him believe that he don't have any choice waiting for player to come and bribe him or give him anything. He's content with other paying him.
Recollect, there was an announcement of Emmanuel Amunike as Super Eagles head coach. Are Nigerians waiting for the third announcement?
Emmanuel Amunike might have been the coach with the Tanzania national team, and maybe people look at him as being the favorite for the Super Eagles. But I think Finidi George has been with Pizarro, and at the angle which Nigeria are, I think Finidi George should be the right person, because he has been with Pizarro, should be the right person to take over the Super Eagles at this moment.
Even though the sport minister was interested in Amunike, but NFF was interested in Finidi George. If Nigeria will leave the mentality of our way of pressurizing our coaches, if they allow him, give him free hand, he will do fine.
I think Amunike is not also a bad coach, but I think the NFF department that handle the appointment of the head coach for Super Eagles, I think they know the best, and even them themselves, I believe they needed the trophy, that's the Nations Cup, and to qualify for World Cup, even go closer to the World Cup if possible. So I believe the appointment they have done, I believe they did it based on merit. So they felt Finidi George is best for the position for now.
Yeah, I don't think Amunike was actually appointed first. If Amunike was actually appointed, definitely he will still be the head coach. Maybe that should be a rumor. Yeah, Finidi George is actually the right person the federation appointed.
Finidi George, who spent 20 months as assistant to coach Jose Pizarro before the Portuguese voluntarily left the post following the accomplishments of the Africa Cup of Nations runner-up position at Cote d'Ivoire 2023, took charge of the squad in an interim capacity during 2 friendly matches in Morocco last month.